guys, today I wanted to talk about using benzoyl peroxide for acne. So I have been using benzoyl peroxide for my acne for 11 years in total now. Now I'm going to be 30 this year, and I started using benzoyl peroxide for my acne when I was 16 years old and I first got acne. So I'm going to take you through my whole acne journey and how benzoyl peroxide has worked out really well for me. I'm going to show you guys my before and after pictures throughout the entire video so you can see the type of acne that I was dealing with and how I was able to not only get rid of my acne but completely transform my skin into having it like flawless, you know, like you want that flawless skin of your dreams. If you watch this whole video, I'm going to tell you exactly how I was able to do it. I'm going to be talking in detail about benzoyl peroxide and all of the major challenges that you can experience when you start using benzoyl peroxide. So if you are serious about getting rid of your acne and getting the best skin possible, please watch the whole video. Okay, so when I was 16, I broke out with acne. It was so very sad. I luckily stumbled on a solution for it right away, and that was Proactive at the time. I saw all these like Proactive ads and like commercials for using Proactive, and people just miraculously get rid of their acne. And that's because the active ingredient in Proactive is benzoyl peroxide. Proactive has a 2.5% medicinal ingredients of benzoyl peroxide. So that's why it worked so well, okay? And it worked miraculously on my skin. Within a few days, my acne was completely gone, and I used benzoyl peroxide for I think from 16 to about 23, I think. Okay, so I had no problems with it. I paid for it every month. I paid like the $30 or however much it costs every month to get the 3-step system. By the way, this is not like an ad for Proactive. I'm just telling you like my experience. You have the face wash, which had the benzoyl peroxide in it, and then a toner, and then a cream, which had benzoyl peroxide in it as well, like a 3-step acne system. I was religiously using it every day, twice a day, morning and night for like 7 years. I noticed that if I stopped using Proactive, my acne would come back. So I had to use it every day, twice a day. And that is the thing about benzoyl peroxide, which I'm gonna come back to later in the video. So I had to use it every day, twice a day. Otherwise my acne would return. And then I got pregnant with my son, and I noticed when I was pregnant that if I skipped a few days of using it, I didn't have acne. So then I noticed that if I just totally stopped using Proactive, I didn't have acne at all. So that's when I realized that my skin changed, and maybe because of the hormonal changes when you're pregnant, you just are not as prone to getting acne. I'm not sure what happened, but my acne basically went away when I was pregnant with my son. So I figured, you know, maybe I'm just at the point where I'm just past that acne phase and I just don't have acne anymore, and my acne was cured. I was so wrong. As soon as I had my son, my acne came back with a vengeance. It was even worse than it was prior to being pregnant. At the time, because I had my son and I wasn't working anymore, I couldn't afford Proactive. $30 a month adds up, it really does, and I just couldn't afford the Proactive system anymore. So I stopped using Proactive, and I was like, well, I'll just try other acne fighting products, right? At the time, okay, I didn't understand medicinal ingredients and what the active ingredient was in Proactive that was actually working to get rid of my acne. I didn't understand anything about how acne worked, or what causes acne, or what ingredients are effective for acne. I didn't know anything about any of that. So I just thought if I went to the store and bought another acne fighting ingredient that told me it would get rid of my acne, that my acne would go away. And obviously I was totally wrong. I tried using salicylic acid, I tried using tea tree oil, just all different types of different remedies, and none of them worked on my skin, and my acne was just really bad. And then I suffered with acne for like another 3 or 4 years. I dealt with acne throughout my 20s, not knowing how to get rid of it, not understanding. And it was really brutal. I have old videos, old footage of me reviewing. I'm like getting hot in here. So I suffered for another 3 or 4 years trying to find a solution to my acne. It was so hard and it was so brutal. I totally understand you guys out there if you're so frustrated with your skin and your acne, and you just, you know, you try to put makeup on and it just looks worse. It looks worse putting foundation on because it flakes and you can see the pimple more, and you just don't even want to leave your house. Literally, I totally know where you're coming from, and that's why I'm making this video for you guys, so that I can tell you exactly how I completely transformed my skin. I was just trying all these different products, face washes, salicylic acid, and none of it was working. And here's old footage of me reviewing a product with salicylic acid in it, and as you can see, I had to put a filter on this video to cover my acne because it was that bad and I was wearing so much makeup in that video, and it was just, man, it was hard. It was really hard. So one day I was standing in the acne aisle and I was looking at all the different acne products, and I just happened to see a product that said benzoyl peroxide, and for some reason I was like, what the heck, I'm just gonna try it, see if it works. So I bought myself a 5% benzoyl peroxide cream that you're supposed to put on your face after you're done cleansing it and everything, and oh my god, literally within 3 days my acne was gone. All my breakouts were gone. I had no new breakouts, and all I had left was scarring from hyperpigmentation and my old zits. Basically, that's all I had left were these like little dark spots, but there was no new acne forming at all, and I just could not even believe it. I couldn't even believe it, and I was so happy and I was so thankful, and it worked so well for me. So when you start using benzoyl peroxide, it's very likely that you might experience some dryness and irritation and redness from it because it is drying, and the way that benzoyl peroxide works is it kills the bacteria that causes acne in your skin, okay? So it does have some drying effects, and the best way that I used to combat that was I actually combined rosehip oil. Okay, rosehip or rosehip seed oil. You can find this on Amazon for pretty decently priced. So I would mix my cream, my benzoyl peroxide cream, with this oil and then apply it to my face twice a day. And the reason why I did this is because rosehip oil is known for getting rid of scars. So I knew that it would help to get rid of my old acne scars really, really fast, you know, a lot quicker than just letting it take its course. I want to let you guys know that if you have acne scars that are just like discoloration, it will go away on its own eventually. But if you have like pock marks, like deep acne scars, look into derma rolling in order to get rid of that. You can get rid of those scars. It is possible. I would highly recommend that you research derma rolling and acne scars, and I'm going to be making a video on that very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. But if you're just dealing with normal hyperpigmentation scars, you definitely try rosehip oil out. So I would combine both the acne cream and the rosehip oil, rub it together, kind of make a mixture, and put it all over my face, and that is what I used for about a year in order to completely get rid of all my old acne scars. So that's a great way to keep the dryness and redness away and the irritation, and also get rid of your scars at the same time. You could also just use regular moisturizers, acne friendly moisturizers that are not too heavy. Use lightweight moisturizers. A really great one is the Hydro Boost gel. It's a gel that's really fast absorbing. It's oil free. It has hyaluronic acid, which is a really strong moisturizer for the skin. So just mix moisturizers with your benzoyl peroxide cream or gel or whatever you're using in order to keep the redness, dryness, and irritation away. And eventually your skin will get used to benzoyl peroxide and you won't get those side effects anymore. Now, when it comes to makeup, for the ladies out there, a really great makeup to wear while you're trying to get rid of your acne and use benzoyl peroxide is the Clinique Acne Solutions foundation, and they also have a concealer that's powder based. These were the best foundations I ever used, and they never made me break out. So if you feel like you have to wear makeup while you're trying to get rid of your acne, I highly recommend this Clinique Clinique Acne Solutions makeup. It was the best makeup. It was lightweight, oil free, it wasn't heavy on the skin, and it was still like full coverage, but it just didn't make your acne any worse. Okay, let's talk about benzoyl peroxide and bleaching clothing. So you are gonna notice, if you're not careful, that when you use benzoyl peroxide and you maybe wipe your hands on a hand towel or use a face cloth or even bath towel, you will bleach it. It bleaches. It has like a bleaching effect. So be really careful not to bleach your clothes, and not, you know, if you don't want to ruin your hand towels or towels. So like make sure as soon as you apply it to your face, you wash your hands right after so that you don't bleach things. This is just a warning so that you guys aren't like, oh my god, I ruined my favorite shirt. Okay, so let's move on to what I did to actually make my skin look flawless. So benzoyl peroxide is wonderful, and I still use it to this day. I still use it now, almost being 30. It keeps my acne completely gone, and it also keeps blackheads away, because I do get blackheads on my nose if I stop using benzoyl peroxide for a while. I specifically use it just to keep my blackheads away and to make sure I totally do not have new pimples ever like ever again. Ever. Now, if you guys want to know how to even like more further your skin, because even though my acne was gone, I still had very oily skin and I had very uneven skin texture. Okay, so I still had some skin issues, not nearly as severe as actually having acne, but I knew I could take my skin to the next level and make it just, you know, like so flawless and perfect and as best as my skin could be. You guys really need to look into retin A, okay? When I found retin A, also known as tretinoin, it's a drug regulated by the government that is prescribed specifically for acne and also anti-aging and also sun damage and other skin conditions. Retin A has 40 years of clinical research to back it up and back up its effectiveness for getting rid of acne. Now, retin A is completely different from benzoyl peroxide. It gets rid of acne by changing your skin cells. It gets rid of acne at the molecular level, whereas benzoyl peroxide kills the bacteria. Retin A actually hacks the whole skin cell growth cycle so that the outer layers of your skin shed faster and acne cannot form. That is how retin A works. So you can get retin A from your doctor, but I started using retin A because at the time when I found out about retin A, I was 28 years old and I was looking more into anti-aging options for skincare because, you know, it was getting up there, you know. So I started using retin A as an experiment and it took 8 months. Like, don't get me wrong, you do need to be patient with retin A. It's much different than benzoyl peroxide. It's not like an instant gratification type of acne treatment. You do have to wait and be patient with retin A, but I guarantee you within a year, if you are using retin A regularly, you will see a massive, massive transformation in your skin. My skin completely changed. Okay, it was no longer oily. I didn't have oily skin anymore. And the evenness of my skin was so smooth. Like, I've never seen it that even since I was a kid. And the color of my skin changed. You know, like people call it sallowness when you get that gray tinge, like the dead color to your skin and you don't have any vitality or life left in your skin. Well, retin A brought it back and I had glow again. I got glow again in my skin. Honestly, like I said in a different video about my retin A results, I got the skin of my childhood again. I got my childhood skin back where it's flawless, it's perfect. There's no acne, there's nothing, and it just looks amazing. And that is what so many other people have gotten from using retin A. Okay, I'm not the only one. It gets rid of wrinkles, it gets rid of sun damage, discoloration, and just completely makes your skin amazing, and it is the holy grail ingredient in skincare. And of course, it gets rid of acne. It's used to treat acne. That's what doctors prescribe a lot of the time for acne. So if you guys are really serious about really just amping your skincare and just like defeating your acne, please look into retin A. And you can also use retin A and benzoyl peroxide at the same time. I made a whole video on how to use benzoyl peroxide and retin A at the same time so that while you're getting used to retin A and getting your skin used to retin A, because it is a process, you can also keep your breakouts down by using benzoyl peroxide. So if you're interested in combining these two, definitely check this video out that I made specifically about that. Okay, and if you guys want to know my current skincare routine, check out my retin A skincare routine video. I'll also link it here. If you guys are interested in having gorgeous skin and getting rid of acne and just skincare advice in general, please subscribe to this channel. I have a lot of that kind of content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!